Welcome to part 9, first fillet. I've tried to make this video a few times, so I keep getting a weird error on my thing, so hopefully this one works. It might be a little bit faster than the other ones due to that. Anyways, we're in the ISO view like we have been, and we're going to continue using that with the global variables. We are going to add a tool to our belt, and that's the fillet tool, and that's why this one's called first fillet. Pretty simple, self-explanatory stuff. First time I made this part, I drew from the top plane, extruded upwards, drew from the top of this, extruded upwards, cut, and then made my fillets. But now talking to you guys and getting this set up for a redo, I kind of am thinking that I can do a little better. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's do a new part. And we have it in millimeters. We're going to put in our global variables. We had A equals 100, B equals 50, C equals 60. Okay. And that's the only one that's not capital. Let's fix that. So this is the change we're going to make. Instead of doing from the top plane and extruding off, let's go from the right plane here, and we're going to do some lines. We're going to make that side profile of an L. It was 10 thick. I don't remember how wide that was. It was 10 thick, so we come down and we can make this line relationed here. What we can do now is we can dimension in C, because we know C is here, right? And then we know this dimension to be, I believe it was B, because A was the length of it, and we're going from the side profile. So we're going to do B here. Cool. And then we're going to check that and make sure it's fully defined. Awesome. And now we're going to extrude it, and we're going to extrude the distance from the midplane of A. Yes, that looks good. Yeah, so we technically cut out a step from my last build of this. You guys didn't get to see it, but you saw the explanation. So we're cutting out a quick step. Let's go over to our drawing. We have a 25 radius, so a 50 diameter, 50 out. So we can go from the origin, because that looks to be at the origin. Yep. For that circle on the top plane here. So let's sketch here, or on the top face, I should say. Let's make a circle. That's 50. And that should actually be fully defined already because we made it at the origin, and we're already at our 50 distance, so that works out nicely. Let's extrude cut that. Awesome. I want to double check and look at that. Okay, good. It did fully constrain it. Let's check our last cut there. Radius is 12.5, so 25 tall from this line, not the bottom, from this line. Make sure you check that out. 50 from the side, which means it's got to be 50, which means it's at the origin or in line with the origin. So we can actually use that to make things a little easier. So our origin, drag it upwards. We said 25, and then we said it was 25 from this line. So that makes it easy. Awesome. And it's not fully dimensioned yet because we haven't told it that it's vertical here, because it still needs this distance across from the origin. So we leave vertical, we fix that. Cool. Extrude cut. And now the pièce de résistance really is what we did this whole video for, and that's why I kind of blasted through all that. The fillet tool. Fillet, if you are reading that like fillet, you kind of might think like cut to bone, like French terms, right? I think it's French from culinary. Cut to the bone of an animal. You could think cut to the center of a part, I guess, if that's how you're seeing it. That's kind of how I saw it in the beginning, but think engineer, not culinary. Fillet tool, and you can almost think it like this too. And this is really where I guess it solidified it for me, as in filling it in. What if you click this edge here and not an outer edge to take away? See how it kind of adds? It fills in the corner. Another way to think about it. So multiple ways to do it. You can take away, you can put in, but it's basically, think of it as like a rounding tool. So we're going to erase that because it is going to mess with our mass properties. Let's edit the material finally and put in that alloy steel, like I believe was from our materials. I think it just said steel, but we can assume alloy steel for that if I didn't put anything specific there. So cool, our origin point did work because we mid-planed it from the right side this time. That's awesome. I like the way this worked out. Simple part to build, easy to do, under 5 minutes for this one. Let's talk good practices. Pause the video if you have been doing these and you've been seeing it. Pause the video, do from the drawing, make the next part, see if you can do it, and then if you can't, watch the video, see what tool you're missing, or maybe if you just didn't do the part right. Check those mass properties, confirm you got everything correct with center of origin and all that, and ensure you're using those equations. They're really helpful. Excuse me. I think that'll wrap up this video. Let's double check the ISO view too. Just, good practices, stuff like that we always do. Cool. I think we did this really well, especially cleaning up one of the extrudes from the earlier thing that I mentioned. All right, if you guys have any questions, comment, let me know. I think it's a pretty straightforward one, guys. We're going to use fillets a lot more, so see you soon.